Hey.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Well, hello?
Hello?
Welcome to another cooking episode.
We're cooking this shit.
We're making biscuits.
We're cooking this shit. Not fancy.
Seriously, guys, tune into this stuff because everything I make is literally cheap and easy. So this stuff, if you live in Canada, you can most likely find this in every Dollarama store.
Oh,
everybody's
got Biscuits.
It's everywhere. If you don't have a Biscuit recipe that's easy and accessible that comes in a package, bullshit. Biscuits be expensive to make. Excuse
You can hear
my
the
ghetto.
fire truck going by. Ignore that.
So from our last video, I would like to go ahead and put my hair up.
Ignore the frigging fire truck.
We checked the counters for hair today, guys.
I still ate those peanut butter cookies.
We still ate
They were
those
still
cookies.
good.
Right?
Okay, so what the fuck do we need here?
So what you will need is to preheat your oven because you can't cook anything.
Our oven
while you're
sucks.
preheating.
So you got to preheat it. Definitely. What is it?
450.
450.
We cooking some biscuits.
Oh my god.
And life tip 101, everybody. Safety first while cooking in the kitchen. Check your oven every time you start it. Did you check the oven?
No, and I don't think I will.
Can you please check the oven?
Because I like to live on the edge.
Okay.
And if we burn down the place, we burn the place down.
You check the oven
I checked the
every
oven.
time.
It was clear,
I know
just like I thought.
personally, I don't store anything in my oven because I'm really bad for not checking the oven. It's also a safety hazard if you store stuff in the oven for clear reasons. I'll share a story with you. When I was living with my grandparents at the time, I accidentally, I preheated the oven and didn't check, and Grandma Dearest left Grandpa Dearest his din-dins in a nice zippy container on the bottom of the oven. Yeah.
Anyway,
it melted through. It worked fast.
You're just going to need
cleaned.
some water.
Check your
What do you need for this shit? Water?
Yeah.
You just need water.
So the nice thing about these Biscuit packets, you just need water. Everything
you just
else
need
is
some water.
in it. Don't have to worry about it.
And water's pretty easy to come by in these days. If you have
I
snow,
want to show you my tits.
you can just melt some of that.
So you will need these as cooking utensils. I call this a rubber spatula. You can also use a fork and some sort of measuring thing. The recipe calls for half a cup. I usually add the dry ingredients to the bowl first. Sometimes I have a little tear me here. I'm like, okay, cool. I teared it. I did. No, I didn't.
You tear it enough.
Didn't tear it enough. So while I'm trying to maneuver this bag, are we seriously having a Cobra moment?
You want me to open the bag for you?
Did you get any scissors?
Yeah. Here. Right here. I got them.
When in doubt, ask about.
Oh, wow. It didn't even rip the way I wanted.
Anyone else have those tear me bags? And it's like, yeah, you think you can do these bags? Like,
Okay, we're going to need to keep this because I don't know.
keep your packages because you'll always need it to check. I do all the time.
We got some wicked looking flour here.
So half a cup.
Or whatever it is. Hands are always washed before you start cleaning, so don't worry about that.
I already washed. And I cleaned my whole kitchen. There is no hair up in here. Get the clumpies out before you add the liquids because it'll be a lot harder later.
Get all those Sherman clumps
All right.
out. Wasn't that his name?
Sherman?
Sherman Clump from the Nutty Professor? Wasn't that his name? Clump, right?
Never watched it.
You've never seen The Nutty Professor 1 or 2
No.
with Janet Jackson? I think she was in it too. Pretty sure she was in the first one or second.
With biscuits or dough, I like to add or incorporate the water in partial bits, just to make easy stirring. Remember, work smarter, work less harder.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I'm using this method for the dough mixing. It's a nice sweep. You cup it to the bowl and you sweep in and out, and then I fold it in on itself and press down. This way, you really mix in that flour and whatever jibs they got going on in the packaging.
chunks.
Chunkies.
The chunks. You get all the chunks around here.
So when your dough's starting to look like dough, basically you go like this and you stab it and it doesn't do anything, then it's done. That's how I check. And yes, you can stir doughs. So please, less is more. The more you know. All right, really? Okay. Clean as you go.
So here's what we're working with so far. Looking really good. If you see any drips coming off the bottom of the bowl, it's just because the bowl's a little wet.
Loud noise.
So now we have a pan. We're gonna line that motherfucker with some parchment paper. This was the giant parchment paper I bought, and it's lasted me like 5 months, 4 months. So, you know, if you can get a good deal on parchment paper, take it. That stuff lasts forever. I think it's better than tin foil, unless you're barbecuing or something.
The nice thing about parchment paper, it actually is more environmentally friendly than using tin foil. You can actually still cook bacon.
You know what? I don't think parchment paper is the same as wax paper either, so maybe don't use wax paper. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I use parchment paper. Parchment paper is designed not to catch on fire in your oven.
But make sure
wax paper, they may. I
make
don't
sure
know.
you preheat your oven though before you use the parchment paper, because if you don't, by the time your food's done cooking, your parchment paper is going to be burnt and falling apart. So if you do it, if you put the parchment paper in too early while the oven's still preheating with your food, the parchment paper will burn before your food cooks. So always preheat your oven if you're using parchment paper. That way you don't get any brown bits of paper all over your food.
What he said. The recipe calls for using a tablespoon of dough. So I just kind of scoop. Oh, don't roll it because it's sticky as fuck.
Oh,
just
shit.
drop it.
I guess, yeah.
Drop it like it's hot.
Yikes.
See, I'm used to making homemade biscuits, so I'm not like...
These things are usually pretty salted too. Like I don't think you have to add salt. Have you ever added salt?
No, not to the pre-made.
Yeah, they're salty, so don't add salt to this.
Follow the instructions. If it says to add salt, add salt. If it doesn't, don't. I was actually thinking about making it like a little bit heartier. Corn might be a cool thing to add if you're just looking for more than just a biscuit. Barney, what are you doing? Barney likes biscuits.
Barney's just gonna hang out right here with us.
He's Barney the house elf. Andrew moves him all the time in the apartment. We don't even have children. It's awesome.
No, this is all for me.
This is for
This
us.
is for me. Barney's gonna chill.
Another habit to get into when you're baking anything, make sure you're spacing properly. When you take them out, obviously it's going to be harder to take things apart if they're all baked together. makes it a big goulash of a shit show of baking goods.
Basically, these things expand. What you're going to want to do is keep them good and separated. We've learned over the last 2 years with coronavirus. So keep them separated. Things will be good.
Separated.
I don't know why I'm yelling.
So excited.
I'm just really hungry for biscuits. I'm excited. I love biscuits.
A buttermilk biscuit.
One day we'll make some biscuits and gravy, the real style. It'll be so
We're
good.
Canadian, so
we'll
I
do
don't
that.
eat that.
Biscuits and gravy is delicious. We'll make it up nice. It'll be delicious.
She says as she eats biscuits.
I don't eat biscuits and gravy.
Oh, biscuits and gravy is delicious.
Like I'll eat biscuits with like breakfast and butter or jam or peanut butter.
Look at my sausage fingers. So sausagey.
So it makes about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 biscuits ready to go.
Biscuits.
Let's not put this. I don't know what that was. Do you mind grabbing this so I can wash my hands?
Yeah. Is it going now?
How long has that been for you?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Give it a little more.
All right.
Usually your oven will beep at you once it's at that internal temperature you set it at. Ours is ghetto. It's old. It works, but it doesn't. While we're waiting for Andrew, hold on. Could you tip the laptop so they can see my face and not my jibs? Hi.
This is our kitchen. Hold on. This guy. Just don't open the freezer.
Just don't open the
Just don't open the freezer. There he is. He's hanging out.
Clean as you go. Always clean as you go. What do you guys eat with biscuits? It's an odd question, but it's fair. Americans eat it with gravy.
Yeah, gravy and a little bit of meat in there. Sausage or something, I think. Ground sausage? Not sure. It's delicious. Yeah.
I've seen it with sausage gravy or mushroom gravy on biscuits.
It's like a gray gravy.
Hollandaise
It's
sauce.
weird looking.
That would be decadent. That'd be really good.
Either way, I'm gonna eat these biscuits with a little bit of butter.
Butter for the buttermilk biscuit.
It's a cold day outside. I don't know if my car's gonna start. Fingers crossed. It didn't get that cold, but And we're having some biscuits.
Buttermilk biscuits. Loud noise. Dishwashers, I tell you. Gotta love them. Always rinse your dishes, though. Makes your dishwasher last longer, doesn't clog it. I think in general, like good housekeeping rule is if you rinse your dishes after every meal. It just gives that
Biscuits are good
person-
for Christmas.
Oh shit.
I don't know if they are, but I just want one. It's Christmassy. I want some biscuits. I want to eat.
Here, I'll give you another life hack, you people living on your own.
Eat biscuits. Those are your
Eat biscuits. If your sinks are dirty, clean them. If they stink inside, put a little bit of bleach, run a hot water tap over it. And then as maintenance, I use hand soap. 1, 2, 3. Run a little bit.
Just pour a little gasoline down that thing. Throw a match in. It'll be good.
It also makes your kitchen smell fresh. Obviously. Voila. The place is clean.
Lighter fluid also works.
Light that bitch up.
cook all the grease off the inside of the pipes. Oh boy,
I guess I can start this.
you'll be set.
Oh,
You keep this thing going while it's
cheap
they
dollar
cook?
store tabs, guys. They work better than the finished tabs.
Oh yeah, these shitty dollar store ones we found are the shit. They work better than not even Finish. Cascade, Ultimate, Premium, whatever. These things work way better. I don't know how they do it because they're so cheap, but they work. I can't complain.
Would you like another cup of coffee, my dear?
Maybe another, yeah.
Chocolates. So on the package, I believe we cook these for 8 to 11 minutes. Make 6 3-inch or 8 half-inch, 2.5-inch biscuits. Betty's tips: brush tops of hot biscuits with butter. To rewarm, microwave 1 biscuit on microwavable paper towel for 10 to 15 seconds. That sounds good. So they're saying cook the biscuits first and then top them up with a little bit of butter. I'm already going to put butter in the middle of it.
That's what I plan on doing.
So I'm probably not going to follow Betty's tips. I mean, Betty Crocker, you guys some great shit. Excuse you.
Sorry. We're cooking.
Okay, so it's 1:26. I checked the time. Last time was 1:21. Oh, it's 1:27. You know what? We're ready to go. Oven has been preheating well enough. Andrew, set the timer for 10 minutes. Ten minutes. Wipe the counter. Yep. What do you guys do nowadays? This COVID shit.
Nothing.
Cook buttermilk biscuits.
Make biscuits.
Biscuits.
That's about it.
I made a lot of biscuits and a lot of peanut butter cookies.
Yeah. That is it. So we wait for those to cook.
We're
We're not
cooking.
used to this. I'm not used to talking. I like in natural. If you know me as a natural, like in person, I actually check out in conversation quite often. So if I'm just staring blankly, it's
What are
because
you
I'm
doing?
thinking.
What are
I'm
you
like internalizing. I've heard from people that's dissociation.
Okay.
I think it's me just having a really poor attention span.
So it's gonna be about 10 minutes.
Burn. Oh. I think my sister messaged me. You too.
Is it you?
I don't know. Cool. My sister might be watching.
We'll cook it and see if it was her.
I'm looking at you guys. We're Googling.
No, it's
Dinner with the Kings.
I don't know what that
I don't know what that is. Hold on. Gender reveal with cake pop. Uh-oh.
That sounds so lame.
Well, she looks like she's ready to go for it.
God, it's blue.
She's holding a blue cake pop, and she's long blonde hair, looking clean. Let's see what she's got to say.
Nothing.
Nothing.
She's like, nah. You probably can't do it while you're live streaming.
Can't do it while you're live.
Okay, well, she had a gender reveal, and she's holding a blue cake pop right in the thumbnail. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
It's
Call me
not
crazy. That was blue. What do you mean?
No, the bop was blue, but inside of it, like the gender.
Well, don't you want blue for a boy and pink for a girl? Or
Yeah,
what are the
but
other
you're
colors?
gonna bite. I thought the reveal would be you biting into the cake pop, and then inside would be the reveal of the
Well, they should
gender.
have chose a different color for the outside
That's what
of
I'm
the
saying,
frosting.
it's
It should have been
already-
like chocolate frosting or fucking white frosting.
She's like, it's blue. It's totally gonna be pink, and then it's gonna be blue or something. Well,
Oh, you
it's
think it's just
purple.
throw you off?
Just throws her off. Total magenta.
I'm willing to bet that the icing's blue, and inside the cake pop, it is also blue.
That's what I said.
I'm willing to bet that.
That's good.
So I already know without watching your video, ladies. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Actually, I don't even know what this is. So whatever.
I need coffee. We share in this house.
Show that logo, not a sponsor.
I look so fancy in my kimono. I wish it would fit over my jibs, but they don't.
Your giblins.
My giblins.
Your giblins.
Well, they almost fit over my gunt. Anyone have a gunt? Since COVID, I wish I could work out.
So while you're waiting for your things to cook,
Oh my God,
it might
yes.
be time for a little, pre-eating workout. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a couple of these. These are just 1 pound weights.
Yeah.
These are just 1 pound weights, and fucking your cell phone probably weighs close to this. And
Can I tell you something?
what?
This is hurting my left elbow.
It's hurting you?
Yes.
You're not even holding the weights. You can alternate. You do a little karate punch, you bop them, give them the uppercut.
1, 2,
1,
three.
2, 3, 4,
1, 2,
5, 6.
3, 2.
Then you really get them intimidated. Is you change your stance to the sideways like this, and they think you're going to come at them like that, right? You're going to punch them. No, what you do is you do one of these. You say, "You want one of these? Huh?" You pull your hand up over here. It scares the shit out of them because nobody wants something coming down on them like that. You watch out. Fucking want one? There you go. My workout's done for the day. Now I'm ready to, I worked off what I'm going to eat with those biscuits.
Buttermilk biscuit.
I worked it off. So, you can also, pretend to play the drums with these things. There's a wide variety of shit you can do with these fucking things.
I used to jog with those.
You can.
Like on the treadmill.
I
would never run.
You know what? You want to do some weight training? Everybody's all about this weight training nowadays. But you know what? Just put one of these in your pocket. Look at that. Extra pound. You can put this one in too. Extra 2 pounds. Now we're gaining. You just do a lap around
That's
the kitchen.
actually, you can
You
do
do a
that.
lap around the kitchen a few times. Oh man, I burned
There's joggers out
2
there.
pounds
they
more
get
worth than
ankle
what I
weights.
would have done.
They
So-
get ankle weights. Joggers actually do that. That's a real thing.
Joggers do a lot of crazy stuff. Y'all go out in -40 with like spandex on, so I don't trust you.
I don't trust
I
you.
don't really trust you. I don't know if they're like heat insulated or if they have some sort of liner that like those police, like when somebody survives a fire or something, they give them those like space tinfoil blankets. Yeah, maybe it's like that. I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff you can do while this stuff's cooking. You could rearrange your fridge. You could clean the kitchen. You could clean the whole apartment. You know what? Always doing something is better than just hanging around and waiting on it. Because a watched pot never boils.
Yeah.
A watched
paint dry
biscuit. A
doesn't
watched
make
biscuit
it.
never cooks. So you have to just do some
Be
other
shy.
stuff. Even if you're just making a cup of coffee or something, you're hanging out. You just do something. Anything.
Andrew wakes up early every in the morning, and he always has a clean house. So the cleaning is not.
It's cool because I wake up to a clean house, but usually when I go to bed, it's a mess.
It's a mess. Like
So-
before and after shots are definitely needed, and
And
I should do that.
you might think that, oh yeah, that's because I'm a messy cook, and then she has to clean up everything, and
I'm not even.
I'm a
saying
mess
messy.
around here. I'm the cleanest person around
I'm
here.
saying
All
I'm
this mess is just,
messy.
and I just walk into the kitchen and it's here, and I'm like, where did this come from?
I'm bad at midnight munchies. I always make a peanut butter sandwich.
So I don't even want to show you the floor because I have to go. Our vacuum's not here right now, and we need to get our vacuum. So, but the floor in there leading into the bedroom looks like ramen fucking heaven because she decides to go to bed with a package of ramen, eating it, and it's on the floor now. So I have to get the vacuum.
If you don't have money and you need the munchies, $1 Itchy Band.
And
Hell yeah.
she's eating the itchy band. She's a mess. Look how many ramens are anywhere because of me. I don't let any ramen go to waste. That's all for me, baby. So now, you know, you could even do with these, you could pretend they're like little mariachi or what do you call them? Maracas. Yeah.
It's cold outside.
You can get really flavorful with it. Flip them around. You know, you can do a couple of these. You can do a couple of
This
those.
elf is the best because he has Velcros. He has Velcros on his arms.
It's our elf. He's chilling. These 1 pound weights, basically useless. I mean, even when you double them up.
And tip about cooking and checking
Nothing.
your baked goods. Please do not open your oven preemptively. You will release the heat and then it takes longer to cook.
Some ovens have a little light.
So you put a light. Every oven has a light now. It's 2021.
Some ovens have a light.
Every oven has a light. They
And
look good. So I'm not going to open it until the edges are brown. And then I know.
but if you don't have a light, you can't really know without opening. So sometimes you gotta open. But not right now, because we got a light. As you can see.
I say it because I know I'm picking on him passive aggressive.
I have the
I
light.
know he checks it with the oven on.
I check it both ways. I use the light and I open the oven. Sometimes it's just whatever I'm feeling. And I do it.
Use the meat cooker.
I'm so hungry. I might not look it, but I'm so hungry right now. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Uh-oh.
I need food.
Shit.
Oof.
Shit. 137. When did we put those in? Ooh, I forgot. This is why you have a timer. They look good though. They smell good. We'll do a taste test for you guys. I really gotta wear a better shirt. I feel like I'm just flashing my titties everywhere. This is not this kind of YouTube channel. I'm not pulling no Chantels up in this bitch. Where are you going?
That's the timer.
That's the time. All right. I'm being a hypocrite. I'm opening. When in doubt, flip about. Don't touch the rails. They hot as fuck. Can you just flip? Okay. Can you just do me a favor and flip? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you're golden. Oh. She's done. I'll show you guys when to check for it. So when you're, I'll bring the camera over. Maybe a biscuit.
The mistake I always made was thinking that they're not done. They don't look done. But
But on the bottom.
when they sit, they cook for like an extra couple minutes. The heat from the inside of the muffin kind of cooks itself out. So you just let it sit. I'll eat that one if you're willing to get rid of it. Yeah. These look better if you let them sit. This is hot and ready to go.
So they actually cook too. If you leave things in the pan, they should set for 5 minutes on the baking sheet or pan or whatever you're using anytime you're baking. That's a general rule.
As
So
you
while
can see,
that's sitting,
finished biscuit looks undercooked in the middle, but like I said, it's good to eat. And if you let them sit on the pan for a little longer, they cook a bit more.
how would you describe the taste?
But biscuit, it tastes like a biscuit.
It's kind of, it sticks to your mouth a little bit, like a biscuit would.
I would hope so. It's a biscuit.
I
It's a
feel
biscuit.
that it needed to cool a little bit.
I'm doing the biscuit dance. It's got my eyes
Yeah.
watering. I'm about to cry over these biscuits. They're
It's
so
nothing
good.
great. No, I would actually spice them up with like corn, cheese.
Cheese, yeah.
Mhm. You can add some shredded cheese, any type of cheese.
Let's
What else
add
can you
chocolate
add?
chips.
Raisins.
Chocolate chips to the
Fuck.
biscuits. No.
Chocolate chips?
We're going to make for
They
you
would be like a
guys.
scone.
We're going to make for you guys next time a little dish I like to whip up. It's spaghetti biscuits. We're just going to put the no, I'm just fucking with you.
Like, this is new.
We're going to
I'll tune in.
We're going to break the things open, put spaghetti in them and just
Oh, there's this really. I have some ideas about upgrading our channel a little bit. 3-ingredient cooking stuff. So peanut butter cookies, we did those.
They're good.
We did.
Look at this patch. Huh. What's that about? Patchy. Wow.
Squirrel.
Wow, I am patchy. What the
All right.
fuck?
I'm tired of waiting.
I already ate. They're good. It's a good biscuit. Yeah, a little butter on top of that. Something, anything really. You can make them more, zing them up. I'm uncreative, so are they good?
Mhm.
I'm eating another one. So, last step you want to do is turn the oven off. That's the last thing. Because if you turn it off too soon, the biscuits won't cook. So you make sure you have your list of shit to do. Very bottom. Yeah, they're good. That's a biscuit.
My mouth is just dry. That's why I'm making those faces.
I would eat this again and again. Yeah. And you know what? This biscuit's fine. Making your own homemade biscuits and stuff, that's great too.
Way better.
They're way better apparently. But this is pretty good. So I can't complain. It's good.
Like if you're just living on your own, you're single, whatever, it's a budget.
If you don't
You
know
don't
how to,
got time to make fucking homemade biscuits?
I'm serious. If
They
you
don't
can't
serve
just
it.
add water to some like powder and whip it up
Mm-hmm.
and then make a biscuit, fuck. You're lost.
You're lost.
Well, yeah. It's like not knowing how to make
I was trying to think of the videos
Kraft
we did.
dinner or Kraft mac and cheese for everybody else in the world.
We can
And
make
not-
craft dinner our way. Oh my gosh, there's so many video ideas. Like we did the banana crepes, I'm calling them, the fruit omelet we did. We did the 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. Now we're doing some cheap Bisquick stuff. Like
It's good shit.
this is good. I tune in. I'm learning stuff as we go. I'm learning about myself, not to be so angry at you about hair.
Hair? My hair's fucking great.
No, your hair is great. I was talking about cooking with hair.
Oh, cooking with hair. Something you don't want to do. You cook with hair, you're going to have a bad time. Well, you know, like I said, always make the most out of your day. You know, eat the biscuit, work your guns.
Work your gun.
You know,
Work your games.
mm-hmm. You're making coffee. I mean, why not do a little moonwalk across the floor? You know, moonwalk it. You're moving. I need to move more.
If you guys are trying to even, so I guess there's a lot of people online talking about losing weight, and I'm not one to judge, or say anything. But if you want to lose weight, just move. Fuck around with those weights.
You want to lose weight? Don't get yourself a set of 1 pound weights. You're gonna want something heavier.
Well, if you're like 600 pounds, 400, like you're carrying a lot of weight to begin with. So even if you want to challenge yourself, 1 pound, perfectly acceptable.
Anyway,
Well, that's brewing.
that's it.
Well, I used to be 365 growing up. So now I weighed 248, and that's been, of course, a long time.
I was
So-
248 of these.
That's what I am now.
248.
It's a lot of weight. So I don't know if this is going to be a weight loss channel. Probably not.
This is the Biscuits channel. Strictly Biscuits.
This
We're gonna
is-
rebrand
this is
it
strictly-
as Strictly Biscuits, and we're gonna put all sorts of shit in biscuits. Like, you know that guy who does
The sausages.
the sausage
Yeah.
guy. We're gonna be the biscuit folk. We'll put dumb shit in it. We'll make biscuits out of Monster Energy drink instead of water. Yo, yeah, we're gonna make terrible biscuits. What do I call it? Simply Biscuit. Subscribe.
Well, I was thinking more like
Hit the little notification bell. We're gonna be making biscuits.
a wellness channel for like people who are single, low income. I don't know. That sounds awful. That
Simply,
sounds really awful.
simply wellness biscuits.
Simply, just simply. How about simply just
And then
you?
at the end of every video,
Tired of being broke. You want to say
I'll do this.
Oh, yes. I love it when that's nice.
End of every video. So subscribe and you shake it out. There's me, people all looking for these new hairstyles, man. I just go like this, flip it around, let it fall, shake it out. There's my hair. Styled. Look at that.
Wow.
You think that just comes naturally? You got to go to sleep for this kind of shit to happen.
Should we end it here?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's our cue, guys.
So fuck around, find out with this, and subscribe for biscuits. Biscuits. Oh, you got to hit end again? Okay, hold on. Biscuits.